Hi everyone, I'm Lesgle. I've had 2 coffees today and I'm here to talk to you about the film Labyrinth. Warning, this video will contain some spoilers for the movie Labyrinth. Can you even really spoil Labyrinth? Oh well. So I'm a big fan of old movies. I love Ghostbusters, I love Back to the Future, I love Blues Brothers. Basically, if it was like made in 70s, 80s and it's got really cheesy special effects, I am all over it. Last Tuesday, it was date night, as you maybe know. I don't know. Caffeine. That's really hot. Last Tuesday, it was date night, and me, Jolie, and Musicetta were having a movie night. For fun. For a date. That's what we do. We're dating. It was Musie's turn to pick the film. And she decided to play the film Labyrinth, you know, the David Bowie one, with all the goblins. And I hadn't seen that before. It's one of her favourite films, so, you know, why not? And I'm going to say now, I love that movie. That is a fantastic film. It's got some fantastic lines in it. You remind me of the babe with the power. What power? The power of voodoo. Hoodoo? You do what? Remind me of the babe. It's also got some pretty crap lines, like that bit right at the beginning. Right at the beginning, where she first comes into the goblin world and she looks over the labyrinth and then goes, "Come on, feet!" Okay, I like that movie, but I have some issues with this movie. There are some things that don't make sense. So I had it kind of explained to me, the whole thing is like, the book she has at the beginning is like kind of what's happening. I think that's what she wants to happen. That's what's going on. I didn't really get that when I first watched it. I thought like she was just doing her own thing. I didn't know why she was there. I didn't know what the Goblin King wanted with her. Like there was that whole scene in like the ballroom thing where everyone was wearing masks and they were dancing. I was like, does he want to date her? Does he want to marry her? What's going on? What are his intentions here? I have no idea. Why does he want a child? Why does he want a baby child? I don't get it. Like, does he want him to be his heir? To take over from him? Because it's somewhat implied that David Bowie is immortal in this film. David Bowie. So why does he need this child? How do the goblins reproduce? Because you only see like one female goblin in the entire film, and it's like that one in the garbage dump with all the stuff piled on her back. That's the only female goblin in this universe. And all the others are just like there. Which also raises the question, David Bowie, Goblin King, all the other goblins, weird creepy puppet things, David Bowie is David Bowie. Why is he the king of the goblins? Why doesn't he look like a goblin? Why does he wear spandex? There are a couple possibilities I've come up with that might answer this question. The first one is that, like, he was a child that got stolen by the previous Goblin King and took over, and that's how it works. That's how they choose their monarchy, I guess. You know, maybe that's what's gonna happen to her brother. If she didn't save him, just he becomes the next David Bowie. She should have left him there. Maybe that's what happens, but then, like, why? Who started this system? Are the goblins okay with this? Are they okay being ruled over by somewhat humans with magic powers? I don't know. I'm not one of them. So that's a possibility. Or, like, the other option, the other possibility is when the goblins do manage to reproduce, or whatever it is they do, then every now and then there is one born that's like bigger than all the others, that looks different, and that one becomes the new king of the goblins. A bit like bees. Because, you know, like, you have queen bees, and, like, they look different from the other bees, and when a new queen bee is born, it fights the other one, or goes off and forms a new hive, or something like that. Maybe there's a whole bunch of goblin kingdoms with David Bowie rulers, because goblins are bees. This also raises a lot more questions about the reproductive cycles of goblins, because I know how bees work. I know how bees work. I get bees. I don't get goblins. I don't get David Bowie. So, maybe that's it. Maybe David Bowie is a goblin bee, and I should stop questioning things. Maybe I should just accept it. Maybe I should just move on with my life. Maybe I should rewatch the film and analyse it further and come up with more evidence to support my hypothesis. Maybe. B. I'm gonna go now. Bye.